American homeowners spent between $80 and $200 on a fiddle leaf fig and watched it drop every leaf inside 3 weeks. If you are in your 50s or 60s and this has happened to you, here is the truth. Nobody said out loud. The most common diagnosis is completely wrong. Most growers immediately repot or change watering. That extra stress is exactly what finishes the plant. There are 5 real causes, 5 exact fixes, and one of them, past the halfway point of this video, involves a kitchen ingredient that rebuilds stressed roots faster than anything sold at a nursery. Stay with this. Welcome to PlantERLab, where smart growers discover plant ideas that actually pay off. Today, we are breaking down every real reason your fiddle leaf fig is dropping leaves, and exactly how to stop it. Later in this video, 1 tablespoon of something already in your kitchen will play a role in root recovery that most growers never discover. Here is what almost every grower gets wrong about fiddle leaf fig leaf drop. They assume something is wrong with water or roots. But the single most common trigger is something far simpler. You move the plant. Even rotating it 3 feet toward a different wall is enough. Ficus lyrata evolved in stable West African rainforest floors. Constant light direction, constant humidity, 0 positional change. Its stomata, its root pressure system, and its leaf retention mechanism are all calibrated to one fixed environment. The moment that changes, the plant reads it as a survival threat and sheds leaves to reduce moisture loss. A $180 plant dropped 60% of its leaves after 1 unnecessary rotation toward a sunnier wall. The leaves fell green and healthy, looking no yellowing, no spots, which is exactly why the diagnosis gets missed every time. The fix is not complicated, but it requires discipline most growers underestimate. Find the brightest indirect light spot in your home, ideally within 3 to 4 feet of an east or west facing window. Place your fiddle leaf fig there and do not move it again, not to dust it, not to rotate it for even growth, not for a dinner party. Leave it completely undisturbed. During week 1 of stabilization, apply 1 cup of cooled plain rice water directly to moist soil. The silica and trace minerals help restore root cell integrity after the stress of relocation. By day 7, leaf drop slows noticeably. By week 3, the plant reaches full stabilization. By week 5 in the right spot, a new growth bud becomes visible at the crown. The only growers who fail this fix are the ones who move the plant again before week 5. In zone 6 through zone 9, whether your home runs dry heat or central air, consistent position matters more than any fertilizer on the market. Most growers who lose a fiddle leaf fig to root rot never see it coming, because they followed a watering schedule instead of reading the soil. Here is the cause chain most guides skip entirely. Ficus lyrata requires extremely bright indirect light to drive the photosynthesis and transpiration cycle that dries soil at a healthy rate. Place it in a dim corner, and that cycle slows dramatically. The same weekly watering schedule that works at a bright window becomes a drowning schedule in low light. Soil stays wet for 14 days or more. Roots sit in anaerobic oxygen, depleted conditions. Fungal pathogens colonize the root zone. The plant sends a distress signal, yellow leaves, dropping from the lower canopy first. A $150 fiddle leaf fig placed in a dark corner with a weekly watering routine is gone inside 6 weeks. The key diagnostic signal is the soil moisture test. Push your finger 2 full inches into the soil. If it still feels wet after 10 days, root rot conditions are already present. Lift the pot. A faint sour or musty smell confirms it. Remove the plant from its pot and inspect the root ball directly. Healthy Ficus lyrata roots are firm and white to pale tan. Roots that are brown, soft, or mushy are already rotted and must be trimmed cleanly with sterilized pruning shears. Cut back to healthy tissue only. Do not leave any soft material. Once trimmed, prepare a fresh, well-draining potting mix, 1 part perlite to 3 parts high, quality indoor potting mix. This ratio prevents future waterlogging regardless of light level. Before repotting, drench the fresh soil once with 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon dissolved in 2 cups of lukewarm water. Cinnamaldehyde, the active compound in cinnamon, has documented antifungal properties shown in horticultural research to inhibit Phytophthora and Pythium, the two most common root rot pathogens in overwatered tropical houseplants. This is not a folk remedy. It is a documented natural fungicide. Apply it once to the fresh soil before settling the root ball in. This is the step that separates a successful rescue from a plant that re-rots within 30 days. The root rescue means nothing without immediately correcting the light situation. And this is the step most growers delay, because the repot feels like enough. It is not. Move the plant directly to the brightest window in your home after repotting. South or west, facing windows in American homes, typically deliver the 200 to 400 foot candles that Ficus Lyrata needs to drive healthy transpiration and prevent soil from staying wet. Do not water again until the top 2 full inches of soil are completely dry, and test with your finger, not a schedule. Here is the honest limitation. If your home genuinely does not have a bright window, this plant will struggle regardless of how well you execute the root rescue. Fiddle leaf figs are not low-light plants, they never will be. By day 7, after the rescue, leaf drop slows. By week 3, the plant stabilizes. By week 6, a new leaf unfurls, pale green, slightly translucent, and unmistakably alive. That new leaf is your confirmation. The rescue worked completely. The next cause produces nearly identical symptoms, but requires a completely different diagnosis approach. Cold damage to a fiddle leaf fig does not look like frost damage. It looks exactly like a watering problem, which is precisely why it gets misdiagnosed, and the wrong fix gets applied. Ficus Lyrata cannot tolerate temperatures below 55 degrees Fahrenheit or any exposure to cold-moving air. In American homes from the Midwest to the Mid-Atlantic, winter heating vents and summer air conditioning vents create cold draft zones that destroy this plant silently over 2 to 3 weeks. The diagnostic signal is wave, pattern leaf drop, leaves fall in clusters after each cold event rather than steadily, and the leaves feel noticeably cold to the touch before dropping. A $120 to $200 fiddle leaf fig placed 4 feet from a floor vent loses its lower and mid canopy within 18 days. The fix is precise. Move the plant a minimum of 4 feet from any cold air source and maintain ambient temperature between 65 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit consistently. During recovery, mist the remaining leaves once weekly with cooled chamomile tea. Apigenin compounds in chamomile reduce cold stress ethylene production, slowing the abscission signal that tells leaves to drop. By day 5 after relocation, drop rate slows. Week 5 brings new growth. Here is the underwatering misdiagnosis that costs growers $120 in a single season. The plant drops lower leaves, the grower assumes overwatering, withholds water entirely, and the plant collapses inside 2 weeks. This is the exact opposite of what the plant needed. Complete soil dry out in a fiddle leaf fig creates a hydrophobic soil condition. The growing medium contracts and pulls away from the pot walls, and when water is finally added, it channels straight down those gaps and out the drainage hole without ever reaching the root zone. The roots receive zero hydration despite the grower believing they just watered the plant. The diagnostic signals are specific. Look for soil visibly pulling away from the pot edges, a pot that feels extremely light when lifted, and lower leaves dropping first while upper leaves curl slightly inward. In Zone 7 and Zone 8 homes during summer with central air running continuously, this condition develops faster than most growers expect, sometimes inside 10 days of skipping a watering cycle. The fix is not simply adding more water from the top. That water will run through and accomplish nothing until the soil is properly rehydrated. Place the pot in a tray or basin filled with 2 to 3 inches of room temperature water, and add 2 tablespoons of pure aloe vera gel to that water before the pot goes in. Aloe vera contains polysaccharide chains and auxin, like compounds that are documented in plant biology research, to stimulate lateral root regeneration and improve water uptake efficiency in drought, stressed tropical root systems. This is the kitchen ingredient teased at the start of this video, and this is exactly where it earns its place. Leave the pot sitting in that solution for 30 to 45 minutes. Watch the soil surface. You will see the moisture rising visibly from the base upward, darkening the growing medium as the root zone fully rehydrates for the first time in days. After 45 minutes, lift the pot, allow excess water to drain completely, then return to your normal top watering schedule. Water only when the top 2 inches are dry. By day 3, the soil holds moisture properly again. By day 7, leaf drop stops. By week 3, a new growth bud appears at the crown. This single bottom watering session, done correctly, rescues a plant that most growers have already given up on. You now have the diagnosis and fix for 4 of the 5 causes. But the 5th one is the reason experienced growers, people who have kept plants alive for decades, still lose a fiddle leaf fig without ever understanding why. Because it does not look like a care mistake, it looks like a random failure. And it spreads to healthy leaves before most growers realize something is actually wrong. If you are in your 50s or 60s and you have spent too many seasons making expensive plant mistakes you were never warned about, this channel was built specifically for you. Subscribe right now. Every week, new content zone, aware, dollar grounded, built for your actual life. The 5th cause involves a pathogen that arrives in soil you paid good money for. A $3 bag of old contaminated potting mix, quietly destroying a $150 plant from the inside out. Brown spots, yellow borders, spreading fast, and a fix that works in 7 days when applied correctly. That is the next block. Bacterial infection in a fiddle leaf fig does not announce itself loudly. It begins as 1 or 2 small brown areas on a lower or mid-canopy leaf. What separates bacterial infection from every other cause on this list is the halo. Each brown lesion has a distinct yellow border surrounding it. That yellow ring is the plant's active immune response, marking the boundary of the infection zone. Without that halo, the diagnosis is something else. With it, the diagnosis is bacterial. The pathogen responsible is most commonly Xanthomonas or Pseudomonas, both documented in tropical houseplant pathology, and both capable of arriving in old, previously opened, or improperly stored potting soil. A $3 bag of reused or bargain potting mix just destroyed a $150 plant. The infection spreads to new healthy leaves quickly, often jumping 2 to 3 leaves in a single week, because the pathogen travels through water splash during regular watering. The older pot that was not sterilized between uses carries residual pathogen load from a previous plant. Together, old soil plus dirty pot is the most common bacterial infection setup in American homes, and most growers never connect those 2 things to the brown spots they are seeing. Remove every spotted leaf immediately. Do not wait to see if the spots stop spreading on their own. They will not. Cut each affected leaf cleanly at the petiole with sterilized pruning shears. Wipe the blade with rubbing alcohol between each cut to avoid transferring pathogen to healthy tissue. Quarantine the plant away from all other houseplants for a minimum of 2 weeks. Remove the plant from its pot and discard all of the old soil. Do not compost it. Scrub the pot thoroughly with a solution of 1 part household bleach to 9 parts water. Allow it to air dry completely before reuse. Repot in fresh, sealed, sterile potting mix only. Immediately after repotting, spray all remaining healthy leaves lightly with 1 teaspoon of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar dissolved in 1 liter of water. The acetic acid at this dilution creates a mildly acidic leaf surface, shown in plant pathology research, to inhibit Xanthomonas and Pseudomonas spread. Apply twice in week 1, once per week in weeks 2 and 3. By day 7, no new spots should be appearing. By week 4, clean new growth confirms the infection has been fully contained. This is the most overlooked rescue sequence in fiddle leaf fig care, and it works completely when followed exactly. We are not ending here. 3 overlooked facts most fiddle leaf fig guides never mention. First, dusty leaves are not cosmetic. Ficus lyrata leaves, coated in household dust, lose up to 30% of their light absorption capacity. Wipe each leaf individually with a slightly damp soft cloth every 3 to 4 weeks. This single habit accelerates growth more reliably than most fertilizers. Second, pot size directly triggers leaf drop. A fiddle leaf fig in a pot more than 2 inches wider than its root ball sits in excess soil that retains moisture far too long. essentially creating a slow root rot condition with every watering. Always size up by 2 inches only. Third, the grow point at the very top of the plant is the most temperature-sensitive part of the entire tree. A single cold draft hitting that meristem region can halt new growth for 6 to 8 weeks, even when the rest of the plant appears healthy. Protect that tip at all costs. You just received zone-accurate, dollar-grounded, research-based plant information that most channels never put in one place. That is what every PlantERLab video delivers. Subscribe now and turn on the bell. The next one is already coming. If you have never grown a fiddle leaf fig before, start by getting the environment right before you bring the plant home. Identify your brightest window, south or west. Facing, confirm it stays between 65 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit year. Round check for nearby vents or cold glass, and choose a pot exactly 2 inches wider than the nursery container. Get those 4 conditions correct first. And this plant rewards you with some of the most dramatic architectural growth available in any American nursery. If you have been growing for years and you have already lost one to an unclear cause, work backwards through this list in order. Location change first, then light and watering, then temperature, then hydration cycle, then soil health. Most fiddle leaf fig failures are not plant failures. They are diagnosis failures, and every single one is recoverable if caught before the root system is fully compromised. The growers who figure this plant out do not have special skills or rare conditions. They simply learned to read what the plant was actually saying instead of what they assumed it meant. That is the difference between a bare stick in a corner and a 10-foot indoor tree that stops everyone who walks through the door. If this video helped you understand your plant for the first time, hit the like button right now. That single action tells YouTube this information is worth sharing with another grower who needs it tonight. Drop your state in the comments below and tell us which of these 5 causes you think is behind your fiddle leaf fig's leaf drop. Your USDA zone completely changes which of these causes is most likely. And the conversation in the comments helps every grower watching after you. Think of one person in your life who is watching a fiddle leaf fig slowly decline and cannot figure out why. Send them this video right now. That is a $150 plant you may just save for someone who matters to you. And if you are watching this and not yet subscribed, here is what that actually means. YouTube will stop putting this content in your feed, not slow it down. Stop. PlantERLab releases plant knowledge every single week, built specifically for smart growers who want real results, not generic advice. Hit subscribe. Now it is free, and it always will be. We will see you in the next one.